everybody! It has been a little bit since I have streamed, but today we are coming back with some Genshin. I was gone for a little bit, trying to work out a summer trip for myself, and yeah, that's not working. So, I at least won't be gone too much more. And my schedule is back on track, because everybody's not taking vacation at work anymore, so yippee! I'll be back, and we actually have a few really one collab stream. I might end up joining another as well. We'll see. I know we have one guaranteed tomorrow. Whoa! Why is it so zoomed in? Just a little scuff. Why is it not getting smaller? There we go. My goodness, that was huge. There we go. Alright, and I think it is just good to hop right in. Because it has been a hot minute. And I think we are getting near the point with the forbidden rules in the jail, where I think we're getting towards the last one, if not already on it. This last time we were trying to figure out forbidden rules in the prison to try and get us to like wherever secret little place Childe might be because of breaking those rules. Okay, glad my controllers are already connected. Make sure the quest is selected. Okay. Walk around, look for more clues. I thought we did this last time. I guess maybe I didn't finish it.
More speed.
Yeah, should be back a little bit more, and I'm going to try and stream more in, I guess, I just about fell. More in the afternoon. I think that might work better for me. Because I can always eat dinner later. Alright. Yeah, we totally did this. I wonder if it didn't save.
If there's no way to send it all out, maybe I'll never get a chance to leave.
Who are you? We've never seen you before, and you don't look like a fellow convict.
I'm not! Of course I'm not. Please, don't mistake me for a criminal. I'm a good, law-abiding citizen.
Then what are you doing here? You sure seem anxious about something.
I'm a promoter for Fontaco, and I'm usually responsible for promoting our drink products. I thought I could complete my task here quickly and return to headquarters, but I've been here way longer than I anticipated.
Why are you promoting your stuff in a prison, though? You'd be more wanting to promote it to the stuff providing stuff to the prisoners.
Oh, a promoter from Fontaco? So what kind of problem did you run into?
I'm so upset. It's all because of that Duke. After discussing the company's promotional plans with him, he told me outright that my project was worthless. However, in light of our long history of successful collaboration, I still tried to patiently explain the details. However, to my surprise, he just cut me off while I was speaking. Let me take a moment and recall his exact words.
I kind of just want to know what his project is to do anything with the prison. It's a very interesting place.
I'm just gonna stop you there and say no. If anything, I'm saving you time. It seems you don't fully understand the value of credit coupons here, nor do you understand the value of your own products. The former is because you are from the overworld. That's understandable, and I don't blame you for that. But as for the latter, only someone monumentally stupid, so breathtakingly stupid that they were completely ignorant of the value of credit coupons, despite living in the underworld, would ever possibly consider buying your drink. Let's just forget it.
God damn.
Anyway, That's how he rejected my proposal and asked me to come up with another solution with the condition that it doesn't cause any trouble for him. Can you believe that guy?
He was being kind of harsh, but now I'm wondering what his proposal was on his side. It was really that bad.
Well, he is the head honcho here. Not much you can do about that. We met him too and could tell that he's the kind of guy that's hard to pin down.
Fine. I know I should just let it go. I'm on his turf after all. His house, his rules.
My volume is really quiet on my side. Okay. I don't think that changes anything for you guys. It was just kind of quiet to me. I wonder if he was like, oh yeah, it's gotta put it really expensive, or like, his drinks just aren't worth the use of credit coupons. Walk around. I suppose this woman would show me if I think it's on this floor. Is it gonna be down here? It's down here.
More speed.
It's a broken elevator, sure. Is this gonna lead? Okay.
Hey, I heard you crazy fools really did it. You bought tickets to support both fighters, didn't ya? Well, did anything happen?
Well, the next day we received a mysterious package, but we still haven't made any sense of the contents.
So it is real. You didn't become cursed or anything like that, did ya? Are you both still okay? Wait. Are you sure that it's still you controlling your bodies right now?
Yes, I don't think anybody's gonna possess us in a prison. They may send weird stuff though. Beware.
Paimon's not sure. What do you think, Traveler? Is Paimon still Paimon?
Only you'd ever ask such a question, so I'm pretty sure you're fine.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, you two don't seem to have changed at all. But I wouldn't let your guard down just yet. Still, I didn't expect you would actually do it. You'd actually throw away coupons like that just to satisfy your curiosity?
Why not?
Even if we bought tickets like everybody else, it's not like we could hope to earn any coupons. When it comes to things like this, it's always the organizer who makes the real profits.
Hey, just what are you trying to imply? The Pancration Ring is an honest business, and we really don't make much from selling tickets. We make so little that even the current tournaments can only be held thanks to funding from the producer of Fanta.
Oh. So they need
so
that
it's
money.
The company that manufactures Fanta sponsoring the events? Paimon thought all of this was thanks to the Duke's support.
Let's just say it's a mutually beneficial arrangement. They reached out to us first, hoping to promote Fanta products in the Fortress of Meropide.
That's some important info.
Anyway, you try and take extra good care of yourselves these next few days, you hear?
Aw, he cares about us, even though we were purposely trying to screw ourselves over. Showing something still here. It might be the organizer. So I don't... Oh, okay, I guess so.
Hey, what are these papers scattered all over the ground? Are they registration forms or something? Maybe not. Every page has the Fontaco symbol on it. Maybe it's some flyers from the company.
Let's take a look before anyone else shows up.
Okay. But if someone catches us, they could accuse us of trying to steal the company's secrets, couldn't they?
What are you afraid of? We're already convicted criminals.
Oh, you're right. Guess there's nothing to worry about then. Let Paimon have a look here. Without assistance from the Fontaine Research Institute, development of the new product has been slow, and some researchers on the project have voiced concerns. We have no choice but to let the new product undergo the first phase of promotional trials without a designated name or packaging. We will adjust the direction of future development according to feedback. We have decided to only conduct closed, small-scale trials for the time being. Sure doesn't seem like anything unusual. The company is just trying to develop some new products besides Fanta. But it sounds like things aren't going well at all.
I'm gonna guess they're trying to like, oh, since it's a trial, nobody's gonna want to spend their coupons on it because they don't know if it's gonna be good or not. It's not worth it.
Let's put these papers back where we found them and make it look like nobody went through them. Okay, good.
Time to show me what you got.
All right, I'm gonna guess this one's on another floor. Showing. Okay, it's just showing that it's up there. And okay, this is the right area I was going for.
More speed.
Alright, yeah, it makes sense that it's over near the mail area that we go next. I'd think they'd promote their stuff over here, really.
Huh. We ended up here without even thinking about it. Wanna grab something to eat?
Let's end the shift.
Alright. But remember that we bought this time with coupons, so let's make better use of it next time.
I don't know if there's anything else I could do.
Oh. Just a regular meal set. Guess Paimon shouldn't get her hopes up. What would you like to do this afternoon?
Let's go to work in the production. Can we investigate without spending coupons? I don't think there are any more clues to be found here. Perhaps we should check the production zone or the pancreation right now. I'm gonna go production zone just to be
After
safe.
working here so long, we're really starting to get the hang of it. But doing the same thing all the time can get old pretty quickly. How are you holding up?
Let's see if there's any really easy work.
Yeah.
They don't even
it's
like
good
let
to
us
kick
do
back
it
and
anymore.
relax once in a while.
It wasn't like a bad game. It's just timing stuff. You apply for some easy stuff, blah blah blah, get some credit coupons.
A mysterious box? A bottle of crimson liquid? Paimon still doesn't know what to make of it. Do you have any ideas, Traveler?
I think I've got something, but unfortunately it's not related to Childe. I feel like they said this last time too. Did something
Really?
not save?
Then it looks like that part of the investigation led us nowhere. Well, maybe we'll have better luck tomorrow. Good night, Traveler.
So I think maybe work and then do pancreation rain since the Fanta seems to be sponsored there. Instead of with the food, surprisingly. Stage objectives complete. Okay.
Okay, so we've investigated 2 of the hidden rules. Paimon didn't think this prison would have so many weird things going on. We'd better pick up the pace with our investigation, otherwise we'll never get anywhere.
Let's spend some... No, I don't want to spend my coupons. Fine. Let's spend some coupons to skip our shift so we can investigate. We're gonna go broke,
let's
man.
skip work for now and put our time to good use.
But we're gonna go broke. I don't want to go broke. Some just go around asking the same questions to the same people. What's this gonna be down here?
Time to scout.
Hey, isn't that Vidoc over there? Huh. Is it just Paimon or are there fewer people than usual here today?
I mean, there kind of is, but we're technically supposed to be working, so I wouldn't blame them.
Ah, seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Or at least enough to skip work. Seems you're getting into the swing of things around here.
We're getting by.
Impressive. Very impressive.
So, now can you tell us about the hidden rules you know?
If that's what you want to know, I guess you couldn't have come at a better time.
Huh? What do you mean it's a good time?
Hello, welcome on in! Just playing some Genshin, continuing the Fontaine Archon quest.
Leonid and those other pesky broke urchins have all gone to work in the production zone. I wouldn't want them listening in without paying up.
We get it! Just tell us already!
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever, ever go near them at night. Even if you manage to avoid the guards, you might find something even more terrible there.
Something even more terrible? Like what?
I'm doing alright, how about you? I'm just chilling, got off work a bit ago.
A group of cannibals.
Why would they let cannibals into the prison near pipes specifically?
Cannibals?
So weird.
In the Fortress of Meripede?
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night. Rumor has it they might be connected to the people that have disappeared here.
Hello, welcome on in! Playing some Genshin, still stuck in the prison. I
But
think we're near the
what's
way
even
out.
scarier is that they have a special proclivity. Since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the fortress forever.
Paimon might already know what you mean by other forms. So that's what's going on here. Oh, Paimon's stomach doesn't feel so good.
Yeah, it's pretty good so far, except the only issue about like the prison part right now is just it's a lot of repetitive dialogue. And it's a little slow, but there's still a chance that what we saw isn't connected to the cannibals.
You two look pretty skeptical. No matter, learning the truth behind dark secrets isn't necessarily a good thing. I've got things to do too. I suggest you just act like I never told you anything.
Yeah, but we're gonna go after it anyways.
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her blood and flesh entombed here for all eternity?
Yeah, the lighting on Paimon's really good in Fontaine. I feel like it's a little bit better, and I feel like her voice, I would need to like compare it, but in Sumeru, I know is kind of getting like really annoying. I feel like they toned it back down in Fontaine, which is nice. Even if it's true, do you really think cannibals could take me in a fight?
Oh,
We fought
so that's how you
gods.
see the situation. Huh. You know, Paimon does feel a little better about it now.
Alright, then just like before, let's get ready to investigate another hidden role.
When will all the secrets end?
Well, hopefully third Chimon's a charm. Turn and investigate again.
Vidoc isn't here. But the guys who went to work in the morning are back. Let's go ask them.
Go ask the tree. Go. Oh, okay. These guys. I mean, fair enough. Like, she's alright. I'm really expecting something big out of her at the end, but I really don't know if that'll come to fruition. I just feel like they did tone her down a little bit in Fontaine, but she's still Paimon.
Just stay away from me.
Damn.
What? What are you saying? You shouldn't go around saying stuff like that.
What am I even saying? Am I not, like, saying, like, hi to them?
What are you talking about? Listen, you should keep your nose out of other people's business.
Okay, dang.
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us.
It's pretty obvious that they're hiding something. Could they be connected to the cannibals? I mean, they could just hear that we're breaking hidden rules and don't want anything to do with us.
So obvious about acting weirdly. Do you think they might just be trying to lure us in? Oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon.
Let's approach it from a different angle. We'll probably never get anything out of these guys.
So you mean we still need to investigate some more? Okay, if you say so.
So now we gotta go ask the guards, and that is upstairs. We're just gonna do this. Go all the way over here. I really wouldn't be surprised though if it's just like, oh yeah, you're breaking hidden rules? Yeah, we don't want nothing to do with you anymore.
Hello, Fielding.
What do you want? Criminals like you ought to be working right now. Catch my drift.
We just want to ask you a simple question. Have you ever discovered anything odd during your nighttime patrols?
Why are you asking about something like that? Whatever happens at night isn't your concern. All you need to worry about is getting enough sleep.
I think I'm AR-55, because I stopped playing Genshin for a while, so I stopped playing right before Fontaine, and now I'm catching up with all the current Fontaine stuff.
Well...
Oh! Wait, why'd the no- Oh yeah, it went off! Yippee! I'm so glad it's actually working. Stream Elements is working! Thank you so much! Oh no, yeah, I completed all of Mondstadt exploration. Inazuma's almost there. Leeway is almost there. I think I have 5% in one area. I think Dragon Spine's done. And Sumeru and Fontaine are nowhere near done at all. I pretty much just went through the story quest with them, the Archon quest, and that's it. I still need to do all that exploration at some point. I haven't even done like that deep desert area. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't decided if I want to pull this time though. I don't have much, honestly. After the last time I pulled, that was like I barely had anything. So once I hopefully get through more of this quest, I might have some more. You'll see. You see, sometimes we hear strange noises at night.
Right! We've heard it happens a few times every month. Paimon has sensitive ears, so it makes it hard to sleep.
Really? I see. But it's not like I'm on duty every night. And now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange things tend to happen at night on pipe cleaning days. Lots of us don't willingly take those shifts.
So, what happens at night on pipe cleaning days?
They just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage facilities. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month, and it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days. You can try to confirm the sounds tonight if you want, and if they're real, then I can report the issue to my superiors for you.
Oh, okay. Then we'll keep both ears out tonight.
Oh, is she not meant to be a healer? I actually haven't looked into what her exact role is yet. I honestly haven't looked at any of the new Fontaine characters and what their roles are supposed to be. So I haven't decided on any of them to pull yet, besides trying to just get all the 4 stars, but some of the 5 stars look cool. I'm just not sure exactly what all their roles are at the moment.
If that's all, then I'll be leaving now. I advise you not to try anything funny, though. Even if I'm not on duty tonight, someone will still be watching you.
Don't worry, we don't want any time added to our sentences. Oh, he left. So what do you think about the pipe cleaning days he mentioned?
Those might be the days when the cannibals are active, but it might also be nothing. Just the pipes being cleaned.
Right, both are a possibility. But Fielding did say that tonight is a cleaning night.
No reason not to find out the truth for ourselves.
Paimon knew you would say that. Alright, sounds like we'll be up all night tonight then. Paimon just hopes the guards don't catch us.
Hello, welcome on in!
More speed.
We're just about to have to rest until night to go see if there's cannibals or regular pipe cleaning in the prison.
Oh, I'm so tired. But we can't sleep yet. They'll be cleaning the pipes tonight. night, so it's the perfect chance for us to investigate.
We'll just need to wait until everyone else has fallen asleep. If we miss our chance tonight, it'll be a while before we get another opportunity.
Whatever. Just be sure to wake Paimon if she dozes off. Paimon's worried something might happen if you go alone.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that. Oh, when you said like people get mad with using Farina as a healer, I have a custom DPS Kokomi build. She can still heal, sadly better than all my other healers because they are not built at all and I really need to build them. But I mean, luckily she heals enough that she passes if I join other people's world. But if she actually does better with damage and I get that build done, people are not gonna like her. It is so funny though.
Huh? Traveler? Did you fall asleep already?
Just passed right out, dang. Hopefully this will give us more clues, please. Where is there grass in the prison? Something is calling me. I have to go. That's a giant tunnel.
Traveler, come on, wake up!
I'm up, I'm up. I saw Childe in my dream again.
Oh, it looked like you were just peacefully sleeping to Paimon. Well, what did you see this time?
Investigating the pipes tonight is the right call. Childe escaped via the pipes.
Really? So we're finally starting to figure out what actually happened. But what about the cannibals? How do you explain them?
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
Okay, well, it's about time for us to get moving. Just be careful to avoid the patrolling guards.
Dreams of Childe as often as me. I love that. It's nice that we're getting to see more of Childe's character, because I know a lot of people are big fans of him. I'm kind of on him, but I'm sure maybe if more is shown in the
Careful.
Fontaine.
We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us.
Ooh, whoops. Stealth mission. I kind of forgot. So, what do we go over there or something? He's running around here, but I don't know if these guys have like vision scopes. But if more is shown in the Fontaine quest of Childe, I mean, I might warm up to him. Right now, he just seems like a goofy guy. Because he just hands us our vision and runs away. He's like, bye. I don't need that anymore. Oh, that's a guard.
This should be the place.
Oh, yep, there's grass. The probably only grass in the prison. So weird. But I hope this is the end of the prison. I want to get out of here.
What? I know you. You were the ones we saw.
You've got guts showing up here. You know who we are, right?
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
Enough with the theatrics.
What'd you say?
All those rumors about cannibals and hidden rules were started by you, weren't they?
Yeah, so what if they were? If you push us, we can make those rumors a reality at any time.
I mean, we did though. We literally broke the hidden rules. Yeah, Child's just a goofy goober.
Hey, what's the point of all those rumors anyway? What exactly are you trying to do?
I don't have to tell you anything. If you turn around, go back to the dormitories, and act like you never saw anything, then I'll pretend that you never showed up here.
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here.
There's something calling me. I have to go.
Huh? What did you say?
Isn't that exactly what Boss said when he left?
Boss, he has a whole gang in here.
Hey,
He made
do
friends.
you know our boss?
Yeah, Childe Tartaglia.
Whoa. We had no idea our boss was such a big deal. He always kept his identity a secret. So, did he have you come here to find us?
Oh, so you're Childe's crew here? Seems like he had no problem fitting in.
I'm a friend of his. We came to learn what happened to him.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So unless he somehow told you those exact same words after that... All right. I guess that's proof enough for me. I believe you.
Wow, those dreams of yours sure come in handy.
We gave him the business for a while, and would always give him a hard time when he first came to the Fortress of Maripede.
Yeah, farming in Genshin is still, like, not any better. Materials is a little nicer than grinding the artifacts, but not by a ton.
But here in the fortress, the strong will always earn respect.
I still need to grind books to finish up all of Eula.
He was working the longest hours and racking up wins in the Pancration Ring. You could always see how amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson. So eventually, we all decided to follow him.
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. He said it was because he heard that call again. And as his crew, if the boss wants something, then it's our job to get it done. So, we got to work, and used the hidden rules that were here to make up and spread the rumor about the cannibal rule. We just wanted to give him a better chance of escaping on a night after the pipes had been cleaned.
Oh, thanks to your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here, prisoner or guard. Wow, it sure is easy to exploit people's fear of the unknown. But hasn't Childe already escaped? Why are you all still coming here after pipe cleaning day?
I guess they're hoping he comes back.
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It should be a dead end. It leads to an abandoned factory area, and even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea, we're still way too deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive. But Boss still insisted on going in. It's like he was obsessed about it. So we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone, and that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here and help cover the whole thing up.
So you come and wait here through the night a few times a month just because of that promise?
Yeah, but it's been so long now. We already know in our hearts that he must have managed to escape somehow.
Is it also possible that something unfortunate happened to him?
I don't think he'd die that easy.
Nothing could ever defeat Boss or slow him down. It's one thing we know for sure.
Exactly.
Okay. Paimon was just brainstorming possibilities.
Can you take us there? We want to go to see the spot where he left.
All right. Keep quiet and follow us.
More speed.
Thank you. Yeah, I've luckily
The way up from
avoided.
here has been sealed off. It's impossible to get through.
I try not to talk over the dialogue, but I've luckily avoided any story spoilers for the most part. I've been slightly spoiled on like 2 things, but I don't even know when they come into play. And then like anything like new characters related, like nah, that's fine. It's more like the actual like Archon quest is what I'm concerned spoilers about.
Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely flooded. It's impossible to navigate unless you're an extremely skilled diver.
Do you think Childe got trapped by the water?
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible swimmer.
I know a good diver.
Really? Then have him come investigate, pronto. Just be sure to tell us if you get any news about Boss.
It's getting late. We should leave before the guards come this way.
Yeah, we learned a lot about what happened to Childe here. Let's get going.
Why don't we just go? Let's go. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be in here anymore. I guess we'll sleep and do something about it another day.
Whew. We finally learned some key information. Seems all of our investigative work has finally started to pay off.
Yeah. I've actually considered getting Chi-Chi, but I think that's just because I don't know how to build my healers properly.
When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about Fremine, right? If we ask Lyney, he'll definitely have Fremine help us.
And I'm not sure, like, which Fontaine characters are even healers yet. I'll need to look into it because I really need some good healers.
Ugh. Why is Childe like this? What was he doing going into the pipes? Not making our jobs easier, that's for sure.
I've considered getting Chi-Chi. That's how poorly built my healers are. I can't think of who I have. I think, like, of course everybody has Barbara. Diona, though, I don't know what build I have on her. And at that, it might be a totally outdated build. I think it is. Oh my god, it really is very outdated. I have Tendency of the Lilith on her, if I remember right. What else do I have, even? Because I don't use Kokomi for what she's used for. But I want to keep her that way. I do have Jean, but I don't know how good she is. Because I've heard, of course, iffy things about her. I really want Zhonli, though. I really would like good shields. That'd be nice. And to complete my Geo team so I can use Ito. Because I have Ito and his weapon. He's the only one I have a proper weapon for. I just kind of stream for fun. And it's harder to get people on with YouTube streaming. Twitch is more where it's at, but I like to do both. Just kind of for fun. Alright. I clicked in the game. There we go.
Fortunately, though, it seems like it's only a matter of time now before we find out what really happened. Now that we can finally relax, I'm starting to feel super sleepy. Let's try to get some rest while we still can. Nighty-night, traveler!
Oh no, I'm not making any money, but this isn't my job either. It's more of a hobby at that. But you gotta start somewhere.
It's morning already? Oh, Paimon still needs more sleep.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. Let's use some no, we're can we not take the morning off? I don't have a lot of coupons. Let's use some coupons to skip our shift this morning.
Huh?
Okay, fine.
Wait, look over there! Isn't that... It's one of Lyney's cards!
Yeah. And even if like you're doing Twitch, you still have to like you have to get 50 followers, like a certain chat rate, and stream on like a few different days. So it still will even take you a minute then. I mean, Twitch is a little easier in that respect. YouTube takes a lot longer. But that's why I tend to stream a tiny bit more on YouTube, besides most of my stuff being here anyways. You're right, it's been a while since we've contacted him.
Let Paimon see what's written on it. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone has the day day off today, which makes it the perfect time to do some investigating.
Thank God I don't want to use any more credit coupons. We don't have a lot now.
It's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Let's meet at our usual spot in the factory area before lunchtime. I have new information.
No, I'm very white. My character does not look too far from me, besides, you know, the unrealistic aspects. Yeah, because with YouTube, I think it's like 1,000 subscribers, and then like a lot of watch hours. So it takes a ton of grinding with that, especially if you're not doing video content. Like, I don't really do video content.
Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off. From the sound of it, Lenny's been making progress with his investigation. Wonder what he's discovered. We still have some time before we meet up. Let's talk with the people here for a bit more before we go.
More speed.
Investigate freely. Oh, that's nice. Though this is totally on another layer. There's a bunch of people right here. Oh! We shouldn't have died from that fall. We're fine.
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
Oh yeah, shorts are definitely gonna get a lot of watch hours because it's just easier for people to doom scroll that.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
Yeah, if your friend is streaming on YouTube, it's a lot harder to get anything by since YouTube streaming isn't like as interactive as Twitch can be. Even with Twitch, sometimes it's difficult because they don't help new creators sometimes with putting them on the front page.
What kind of filthy bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that. Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me.
I mean, I know a few of these convicts just kind of stay here, like it just becomes their new home.
Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they want to hire someone like you? It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
I think you're right. It's normal for convicts to be unhappy.
That's true.
Oh, no, okay, I did kill Eula. Whoops. That was, not intentional. Alright, let me feed her something real quick and then we'll continue. That was not my intention. My god, when's the last time I made food on here? It's been ages ago.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Yeah, fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
Thanks, you guys are really nice.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
God.
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
Oh, it was just a little mistake.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry, we're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No, you don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
Sure, fill us in. We're gonna go with the normal answer.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
We ate the most incredible welfare meal recently.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school.
Went to
But
culinary?
enough about that.
Went to culinary school and then he came to prison? I wonder what his charges are for. I feel like it's gotta be something silly.
Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress.
Huh? Did that? I'm probably gonna mispronounce this. Laverne? Just wink at me? It seems like he's saying, don't be upset, he's a good fellow.
Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks, even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
That or he's going to just visit people. Yeah, it's hard to spell. Ortris Mechanistes Cardinal. My god, I still remember when that audio clip was a trend. That was funny though.
But did you know that Churia was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the Fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Interesting. According to Gustat, I'm totally mispronouncing a lot of these names. A person named Jerry frequently visits the infirmary. I should take note of that.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too. Huh.
Wait a second.
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
It'd be odd to just go to the infirmary to secretly date, but I mean, I guess there's not a lot of privacy in this prison. Like, you have your room, but it's all just open, big tunnels. So, I mean, I guess that's what they're gonna do.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Juria to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
So, Jury had a confrontation with a girl named Lorvine, who also frequently visits the infirmary. I remember that too. This is just, to me right now, this is just a bunch of names though. Yeah, I wonder if that's like, if that's gonna have any importance, especially the whole like, oh, they're secretly dating, ooh.
More speed.
Was it the guard?
Over there.
Oh no, other side. Me?
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
Oh, I haven't played that in a while. Even people down here play that game?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game?
No thanks, we're busy with other things at the moment.
All right. No pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi.
Would you mind chatting with us for a moment?
Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Yes, we have.
Then, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
You mean Crusette and... I totally can't pronounce the names.
Met those two. They're quite a pair. They always keep an eye out for the latest happenings and gossip about everything. I've never seen anyone with more time on their hands. I heard that they used to be a chef and a bartender before they were sent down here. You know how bartenders are, always chatting with customers.
and chefs love to pass the time just hanging out when they're not cooking.
Yeah, I get that.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Alright, get some good rest and thank you for coming in. I hope you get some good sleep.
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Then who ruled the fortress of Meripede before him?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though? To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that.
By the way, do you know anything about a forbidden zone?
A forbidden zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
Alright. A lot of these people, like...
just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Lyney.
Oh, true.
According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
I don't want to talk over dialogue, but when she takes pauses and then it seems like she's done talking, and then keeps talking, it's a little bit annoying. But some of these people like seem like they have such nice personalities. It makes you wonder what silly reason they're in here for. Especially if we got in here for, oh no, we stole the Fontaine's cake. Oh no, like, some people in here, I bet, are in here for completely silly reasons. And this has got to be upstairs, huh? Alright. Let's teleport up here, otherwise it'll be elevator time. And yeah, that's elevator time. Just down, so I'm gonna guess we need to go further down. Yeah, this has gotta go probably to, oh, production zone. I didn't even read that. I'm looking at the map a little bit too much. So now we need to go to that elevator and then meet him.
Speed.
I just want to get out of here faster and hopefully
More speed.
meeting with Lyney will get us there.
More speed.
I want to see the overworld again. I kind of miss grass. And that's halfway across the room.
More speed.
Unless this is not the production zone that they're in. This should be it. Okay, I'm gonna guess we need to go one more down. Okay, so the secondary one.
More speed.
That's it. I think I completely missed where I was supposed to go, because this is nothing. see. Do I need to go up even higher?
More speed.
Because it's pointing down and then it redirects me unless there's two different elevators. Which would seem kind of silly, but I don't know. Totally possible. Hello, welcome on in.
More speed.
Stuck in the Fontaine prison for the Archon quest. I hope we're almost done. I really want to see grass again. Trying to navigate where Lyney is, and the game is not helping me too much.
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? Alright then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you alright. Mark my words.
So it shows that it should be lower than this. But then I go there and there's nothing. Unless there's two elevators. Or are they hiding behind this box? No, where it's supposed to be. We're gonna teleport to this waypoint. I thought that was that one. I'll go down again and see, because maybe there shouldn't be two elevators. And it's the abandoned one, so doesn't make sense. I really don't want to have to look up the elevator pathing, but I might have to, because this is confusing me. Oh, there's this way. But it shouldn't loop around, should it? You know, this is somewhere we're not even supposed to be yet. Alright, I'm gonna have to look this up. This is tedious. Alright, quest name. Okay, I have to look this up. Because I'm either there's two down elevators or missing something completely. And the website does not want. Okay, this website doesn't work great on my phone. Apologies for the delay, but my god, this doesn't want to work. Don't need the dialogue. Just need to know. It's me to go. I think I have to be more specific.
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage.
Go to the production
But
zone.
the knights had enough sense to do away with all the
To
superfluous
search.
detail.
Or Lyney. Alright, I guess time to go click on a video. I'm doing this on my phone so you guys do not have to have the audio peak up for you. Skipping through a bunch of dialogue. So which elevator? they go through?
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show. Just smile and nod along.
Let me check the elevator we
I was forced
went
to learn
down.
all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously.
Should this be production zone lower level? Production zone upper level. Okay, I think we went a little too far then. Or there's some just weirdly in between. I don't know. It's Genshin maps. At least I believe we are on the correct level now, so
More speed.
I'll like that person's video and move on. Thank you for helping me realize that I just completely went to the wrong elevator. So there's Lyney. I don't see the other two, or at least one around.
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found something?
A little something, yeah.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
I wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
You summarize your findings to Lyney.
I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Childe probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Childe's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Childe said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
The most important thing right now is to catch up to him.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Please do. We're counting on you.
It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
I don't think he really cares that much.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Childe's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
I guess he does this often, like just diving.
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too.
Sure.
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Childe's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
I mean, we got something that we need to do to fill up time anyways.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover.
Yes, sir.
But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Sounds good. I'll give it my best shot.
My apologies, I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger brother.
But that's not a bad thing, right?
But what if I'm the older brother?
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
Please have all of this not take that long. After doing some prep work with Paimon, you begin to slowly find your way into the infirmary. Blah blah blah. Thank God, because I really don't want to do the whole cycle all over again.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people inside.
Let's try to eavesdrop on them first. You and Paimon hide in a corner and try your best to eavesdrop on the people inside the infirmary. Several people appear to be engaged in conversation. You only manage to get a bit, I'm guessing. Sometimes I'm not even clicking anything, it just passes by so fast.
It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here. So, why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
You nod and take a deep long breath before inhaling a large amount of vapor. So we inhaled something. That is all that I got from that. Some potion. We inhaled it. I'm guessing we didn't do anything about it though.
Someone, please help!
Oh, we have to pretend to be sick. That's why. I forgot we actually need an excuse to go into the nurse's office.
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
I love her eyes. Her eyes are cute.
The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion? Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please, lie down over here.
Oh, my stomach really hurts.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
It's sadly so rare to see Aether be that expressive.
You can do it, traveler!
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Will the potion actually make Paimon's symptoms real on us? Sejwin, I'm so glad I pronounced her name right, has taken out a few instruments and begun to do her checkup. I hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious.
I see now. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
Sejwin's using her hands to palpitate different areas of my abdomen. Seems like she's using elemental energy too. Her expression's growing more and more relaxed.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
It's not too bad.
And here?
That hurt a little.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. How strange.
I'm sorry, Sejwin. We gotta get out of here. I'm sorry, girl. Oh no, was my acting a bit over the top?
What about here? Does this hurt?
No, not really. Can barely feel it.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up. So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you?
Thank you.
Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
And she hopped away just like that.
Ugh, this infiltration mission is going much more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there are only 2 people left in the room. Sejuani called that woman Lorvine, so she has to be one of those frequent visitors to the infirmary I've heard before. That mean that the man next to her is Jury then?
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Still not great. Can't keep staring at her. It'll draw more unwanted attention. That guy seems to also have noticed. Now he's looking at my direction too.
His stomach ache's really bad. He was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sejuani says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Hey, Paimon, watch it. She can be good. She can still be good.
Ah, well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sejuani take care of the sick and injured.
I forgot I have, like, random people can, like, world quest, but, I need to set to, like, friends only. Because there's no point in doing that. I'll turn it off after this.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
He's gonna get beaten up. They're gonna fight in here, right now.
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sejuani prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her...
It's weird, I'm noticing they're replacing a few words, so it says Miss Sejuani prescribes for, he said us, but it says for me. It's really weird. I've noticed that when we talked to the other past chef and bartender dude, like, they also replaced a few words. I don't know if that's like putting the like English in, or if it's like just an accident and they kept it in because they didn't want to retake it.
You could say she fancies herself as Miss Sejuani's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now, please. Keep it civil at least.
These two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship. They only ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. But outside of the two of them, there's nothing suspicious in this room. All of the files on the table appear to be patient records, and while there's a box, I can't check it out right now. There also aren't many furnishings on the wall. Wait, there seems to be some movable hatch on the ground over there.
Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
The presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventure into intuition speaking. But isn't it a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places? Is it hiding something?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
Hello, welcome on in. Doing some Genshin Archon quest right now. Hopefully making our way out of the prison, but we're dealing with Sejuani's infirmary at the moment.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Look, who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him.
Yeah, it definitely is, but Fontaine's all about their drama. So I guess it travels everywhere, even out of the court.
I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sejuani should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Thank you for looking after me.
No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
We sat here, so yes.
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sejuani.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
You take the stomachache pill that Sejuani gave you.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Did they talk about that before we walked in? I remember.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Thanks.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead.
Oh yeah, because Paimon won't let us talk for ourselves.
So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? That's it. All right then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, his base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure he'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night. Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
If you're referring to Paimon being a little psycho, yeah, I can agree with that. If you're talking to Sejuani, I don't know her enough to actually know if she's a little bit psycho. I've only seen her a little bit through these quests. Sejuani's still looking at me. I should just try and take a nap, like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
Yeah, with Paimon, yeah, I can agree with that. Okay, so basically we take a nap. And Paimon talking with Sejuani.
Places together. He may look a bit under the weather now, but he's actually super strong. So you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry. He'll recover soon. Ah, you're awake.
We're not dying anymore.
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
I feel a lot better. Thank you both.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take the meds regularly, and don't forget bland foods. Thank you, Miss Sejuani.
emergency food! Yeah! I'm really wondering at some point if she's gonna become like a bigger threat. Cause I know people theorize about her. I forget, like the god who banishes up at the start. Like people theorize that they have some correlation, but I don't think there's a lot of evidence behind that besides just design traits. But it is an interesting theory, and so I'm kind of hoping Paimon becomes something bigger, but it will probably be at the very, very end. Or she'll just become a big thing of emergency food, you know? She'll actually become the real emergency food in the final battle.
More speed.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death!
Did I say anything I shouldn't have?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Tyron, go take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus Temptation now! Paimon talked with Sigewinne the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
Yeah, I think, like, the only evidence is the whole, like, we don't know where Paimon came from, besides, you know, out of a lake. And otherwise, I mean, Paimon's really not that much of a threat. She's just emergency food. Otherwise, she just talks for us, but that's it. Are we really off track, though? There's still a few weird things about the place. That movable hatch on the ground, as well as the question Sigewinne asked Lorvine. And also, were they really talking about the meds before we walked in? Oh, and was Lorvine and Jury's argument genuine, or were they putting on a show? Paimon, hear me out.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to give the info to Lyney.
Though, I mean, we can give him the info, but I don't think he's gonna attack it. That's really our issue. Next few days, yes, time skips, because I really don't want to do the whole working shifts and stuff again. But okay, we're just working and trying to write down our suspicions on stuff to give to Lyney. Pass the slip to Lynette, okay. She's a disguise. Okay. Finally, the night. Yes! Yes! We don't have to keep doing stuff in between that time. Yeah, I really like the Fontaine quest so far. The story's really nice. And it is dramatic, but at some points the drama actually kind of fits. Mostly because all the characters in Fontaine are like dramatic. So, it kind of works. At some moments though, it's a little bit much.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
I forgot to turn on the world quest joining thing. Whoops. I will turn that off after this quest. This dialogue.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
Bye-bye. Thank you for coming in.
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You are both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties. You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it now.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
Oh yeah, we heard about that too.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Lynette, where
Lynette
are you?
should be here right now.
We miss you.
Huh.
Did she go in the hatch?
Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Could she have found a lead and left to follow it?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication.
But this bed is still unmade.
Which means, either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
I feel like Sigewinne... I don't know. I'm judging based off of her design that she wouldn't be evil in any sense. But looks can be deceiving, especially in this game, so... Oh no, that's not a good sign. Don't panic, we got 2 more clues to look for.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter. These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sigewinne would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
Now the hatch.
Ah, this is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
So it could be a trap? Lynette leans down to move the hatch
The
and...
space behind it is empty.
Okay.
From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure.
Unless she got put in a trap.
Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
The look on Lyney's face, he's definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic. He probably said that subconsciously more for himself than anything else.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
This is...
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back. This is...
Show me, now!
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now.
Read it to us, come on! We can't, Traveler can't read, okay?
Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have... Is she already...
Oh, I'm gonna guess the Duke caught on to us, and because Sagewayne and the Duke are kind of in ties with each other, that Lynette actually sleeping got taken advantage of in terms of being kidnapped. Not in terms of anything else, just being kidnapped.
Wriothesley, did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first? I mean, either he didn't caught on or he didn't think it was that serious.
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why did he only go after Lynette? Why didn't he go after you as well?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic, just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds. Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
I get it now. He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't be like this, Lyney. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Childe. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please talk some sense into him!
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back!
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Oh, shoot. Nuh-uh, don't you say anything. Oh, you smiled.
Right.
Oh, I don't like
I
that.
feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! He's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp.
I mean, we were given a tour though, so we already kind of knew about it.
What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
Oh, you're kind of cynical. Oh.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill. Wait! Wait!
I knew it. Designs were deceiving.
Catch up to him.
God damn it. She's all like cute, plasto, fluffy.
How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
And then, oh no, she now is kind of a little bit of a psycho. Psycho's a bit more dramatic term for it, but it's like, she's a little cynical.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether.
Dude, oh my god, he's really playing with Lyney. Bro's trying to make him use fire.
Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Childe's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
Welcome on in! We're currently at a confrontation between Lyney and... Risley? I'm probably mispronouncing his name. I haven't heard it a whole lot. I'm hearing it more though, so I'll get better at it.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Childe's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
Risley, yeah, that's very close. Close enough.
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not. What do you really want?
Lyney!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Where is Lynette and Fremine?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea.
Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Please don't drown him.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Lyney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Lyney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever.
Yeah, he does a little bit of stalking, but I guess if he gets bored running a prison, that's what he's gonna do. Not the best outlet, but...
You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Father is scary, but Father is also very hot. I really like her. I want a custom figure of her, but that is also really expensive. So, in the future, one day, I will then have her. Because she is very pretty. And I actually rolled for her character. I've not done anything with it. I will when I get to more of her story. Because I don't understand some things about her appearance, and I want to know what's up with that.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
I just barely skipped her banner. It was before I started getting back into playing. I had like 12 pulls on me, and I somehow got her. I have no clue what my pity was, though, so... My pity could have factored into that, but I'm not even sure who I pulled before her. I can't remember.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret?
Yeah, I've heard a few people want her. I'm not exactly sure what her role is. Like DPS, healer, or if she's like a burst. I actually don't even know if like she's super good or not yet. I think I maybe have one person who has her, and then they stop playing the game. So I can't even ask like, hey, how is she like in her role? You know, I like can't ask how good she is. Otherwise, I would totally ask because I like her design. She's an interesting character. I don't think I'm done with her in the story quest just yet, but...
Mr. Lyney, you have one last chance to
Ooh,
invite
good
your
to
father
know.
here. If you refuse...
Lyney!
Why do you have to do this?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I mean, I guess it's true if there's no other, like, prior business between the fortress and the Fatui. It's more like he's getting invaded, so he wants to talk to the head honcho. Just to be like, hey, you know you didn't have to do this, right? You could have just talked to me, I'm right here. But he is pretty scary, so I don't honestly blame them.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5,
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Lyney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Please wait. Can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Lyney, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
Please spare Lyney and Lynette.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request.
Trivia time.
Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I can't believe he's asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without rest during lunch hour on the 3rd day, you'll find a portion of strange meat in your welfare meal. Ugh. Tripping over my words. It's a good thing that we already run a thorough investigation on this. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. I should be able to find an answer if I can piece everything together. Oh, is this the whole... No. It's not this mechanic, is it? If you break down the hidden rule in the production zone, your welfare meal might contain some strange meat. Oh, okay, this is this whole breaking down business. We'll see it if I keep continuously working.
The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from human. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place...
That shouldn't... What's related? Oh yeah! That's coming so soon. I'm so behind. I'm really excited to see what they pull though. Especially because I like some of the Pyro characters. So I'm really excited, and I think that one, because like all the nations are based off of certain countries, I think that one's supposed to be like America or like the North Americas. So it's gonna be interesting how they interpret that, but probably a lot of like very upbeat characters. That actually would fit a Pyro Nation. Dragons would really fit. I wonder if we'll get like part dragon characters too. That'd be interesting.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes... I've been told that the infirmary is always...
Who will see? What a... Oh wait, she comes to the place.
We often see Miss Sigewin observing the...
She's the one who'll see. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Under what circumstances does a strange meat appear?
Fonta's internal report suggests...
Why does it keep giving me stuff about Fonta? Under what circumstances does it...
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the...
I feel like... It's weird.
The research notes said that the melody...
That's about the pancreation rate.
I've been told that the infirmary is always...
Because it involves lunch? Okay. Why does it appear the way it does? Is this really gonna have to do... I feel like...
The research notes said that the Melazine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result, the Melazine...
I feel like this is a wrong clue, but I'll at least keep in mind that the other two are fine. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess it's all Sigewin doing that. That's weird.
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal.
We got Detective Paimon back!
At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sigewin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sigewin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sigewin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melazines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out.
Oh, her little disguise, yeah. Her disguise is it's good. It's funny that it's just associated with her Detective Paimon look though, and not like a little detector's hat or something. But I guess with her little kind of halo thing, you can't really put a hat on that.
Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sigewin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
The hidden rules of the Pancration Ring. I remember if someone tries to support both sides at the same time, they'll receive a package in the next morning which contains a strange blood-colored liquid. We've done also a lot of research on this matter. Let me sift through what I found and come up with the correct answer. Violate the hidden rule in the Pancration Ring, you'll receive a bag containing strange colored blood fluid. So, I kind of like this mechanic that they've been introducing because they started that in Sumeru with the whole dream business. It's just that sometimes some of the stuff that seems really obvious is not correct, and then you just keep spamming till it's done. In Fontaine, I feel like it's gone easier throughout the quest. Strange color. Oh, the Fonta thing. Oh, okay, that does make sense. Okay, that's put together.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Font...
I hope there's no order, though, that I have to do this in.
Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpacked... The Fonta promoter has been...
Yeah! Easy! This one was easy, thank God! Yeah, a lot of the court trial ones I ended up having to kind of guess a little bit on. I paid attention, but it's just like, some of the wording or some of the points they want you to specifically pick had to be in an order. These ones I don't feel like they had to, and there wasn't that many, which was nice.
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the pancration ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale, to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the Fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here.
Yeah, they're totally like trying to just barely scrape by copyright and having to sponsor Fanta in their game.
And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words, I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
We haven't collected enough info to answer that question. Though, I mean, Lynette and Lyney may have some stuff.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind!
Lyney!
You'll pay for this!
I'm sorry, Lyney, but just even out of your height, you cannot beat him up. Did we do something?
Are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a fantastic shot.
No, don't shoot him!
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sigewinne? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Get shot cutely. I love that. Oh,
Not
shit.
at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty.
But you don't have to shoot him.
When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Lyney someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
If you're close to Nervulette, why not try learning a thing or two about virtue from him?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you. What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
This dude is so inconsiderate. Yeah, practically kind of like her dad at least, or at least like they have that kind of closeness that it's just like Sigewinne and Risley are kind of like family-ish, or they're just that close because of the whole Your Grace business.
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigeween, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
What are you doing?
Did he get tranquilized or actually shot in the neck?
I believe I hear footsteps.
A door slams open. A familiar figure bursts into the room.
Some space, please.
I was not expecting her. Hello. I was either expecting Father, Nervulette, or for some reason Childe, though I think Childe would just be gone. He doesn't want to be here anymore.
Ah, Miss Clarande. My door.
Fremine. Fremine.
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Clarande is here to arrest him.
Work.
Damn, okay.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Lyney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
These symptoms. It can't be.
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
Please tell me he's not actually born from Fontaine. Please don't let him die. We barely got to explore his character.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Please tell me he's not dead. Lyney's expression looks disgusted. It seems like he'd rather have not Sigeween touch Fremine. Still, he didn't stop her, since it's obvious that Fremine does require urgent medical care. Sigeween's examining Fremine carefully. She doesn't look too upset, which is a good sign. I hope Fremine will be okay.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
So she got the royal treatment, huh? Lyney has finally begun to stop tensing with the muscles on his face. It seems that he trusts what Sigeween just said. Now what are these two up to?
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigeween may have been forced to shoot Mr. Lyney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the way you phrase things, sadly, your tone does not come across.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
He really likes his tea.
Lyney, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lyney! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Remine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
He lives, thank God!
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Very well.
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
They went to go have their tea.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
Gonna drink some water real quick. Clarande saved Fremine from the sea. Just what happened there? Well, I have no clue how there's more primordial seawater. Hi, welcome back! Go to the infirmary, got it. We're gonna go this way. Oh, we're below, aren't we? Yeah, we can just... Actually, wait. I feel like it's showing me a different way to go. Okay. I'll follow the trail so I can use the right elevator again. Okay, yeah, no, I could have just gone up. We go. I usually end up seeing a lot of Ito and Guro. Some Kokomi and Sara. I don't know any of the new ones though, really. Like with any new characters yet. I haven't seen a whole lot of art on them. There is some Raiden and Yai, and then what other ones have I seen? Aether and Albedo? Or Aether and Kazuha? Most of my favorites are gonna end up being Inazuma characters. I really like Ito, and then Kokomi as well. So their ships, like, not between each other. I don't think there's really any business of that. But with like Kokomi and Sara and Ito and Guro, I see a lot of that. So those two would probably end up being my favorite just because I see more of that from artists I follow on Twitter. I'm sure if I saw art of some other ones though, then it'd be on my radar, but I haven't. Especially a lot of the Mondstadt characters. But that might be because we're moving towards Fontaine and new nations, so then they get left behind, sadly.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lyney, Lynette.
We're all here.
Where am I?
Favorite character? I am a big Eula and Kokomi fan. Most of favorites are gonna be before Sumeru, because I don't know all of the Sumeru characters yet, and not a whole lot about the Fontaine ones to call any shots on that. But I even have like a little phone charm of Eula and Kokomi that I got off of Etsy. I really like those two. Ito is one of my favorites as well. He's the only character that I have that also has his weapon. And then I have a custom build that would make people scream at me of Kokomi. Because I don't have her as a healer. So that would already give like, what are you doing with her then? Yeah, I love Kokomi's colors.
The infirmary at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine, and you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
What happened after you snuck into the pipes?
Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get a cutscene. I wanted a cutscene. Okay, there we go. Cheese indeed!
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Childe be?
These are some huge pipes. Cheese in a basement. Oh! Sweet, we get to try him. Oh yeah, he's a claymore! I really hope Childe has nothing to do with the primordial seawater.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
I hope not. Oh, shoot. Oh, I really thought we were gonna have to sprint on. And I wasn't sure if the game would let me do that. I'm so glad we get the fight again though. I'm a little bit missing just being able to fight in the Archon quests and do some combat. It's been so long since we've surfaced. Can we use this one? Yes, we can. Alright, it wants us to use this one. Got it.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
What obstacles?
Yeah.
That's just gonna put it back down, so... Okay. Oh, I see what they want us to do. Then we can lift it back up. Oh no, I really like FNAF, though I wish I played more of the games. I really need to get back into doing... I used to have a little kind of series of FNAF Fridays, except I kept getting stuck on FNAF 1 because of Freddy. I was actually dying to Freddy. It's so dumb. But I really like FNAF. Favorite FNAF character, it's gonna be Puppet and Golden Freddy. Or if we're regarding human names, Charlie. And then Cassidy and... I don't think Crying Child ever actually got an official name. I think Evan's the closest any of the community's ever gotten to, and at that, that's not really official. I guess we just jumped down. I very much like the really lore involved characters. So Puppet's really my favorite. I want to cosplay Puppet at some point.
This is where the water starts. Okay.
I don't know about any kind of cosplay on a V2 model though, only because that's gonna take a bit of work, but maybe if I make more PNGs in the future, like just for goofy use, I can do that. That'd be funny.
Master Childe probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
If we talk any new, like, security breach characters, I mean, Glamrock Freddy's a pretty good start. Shoot, actually, how do you... Oh, I forgot that's how you dive. I haven't done this a lot. It's been so much going in the trial and doing stuff instead of doing any water work. But Glamrock Freddy's very good. I wish there was a little more moon and sun.
There's a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be go. Oh, there are traces here too. I need to keep going.
Wonder if I'm actually going a little too fast for the dialogue.
Huh? The traces are gone, but I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait, what the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it doesn't even look like he's really wearing anything to, like, you know, help him breathe. So I was wondering how he's such an excellent diver, yet he's not really wearing anything to, you know, help him breathe and whatnot.
I can't die here. This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
Oh shoot, so he really did almost die. And we barely met his character too. That would have sucked if they actually scripted him to die there.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Childe could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak, Freminet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A
few
guest?
days?
Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Got it. I'll go talk to him.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lyney?
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
I think he's gonna want to say if he thought both of these two would die.
Lyney.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Exactly.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
30 primos, that's good. I don't think I have a whole lot though. At least not enough for 10 pull. But I'll need to check if there's anything else I unlocked too. So. Let us in, let us in. We totally want T2, yeah. You want T.
Excuse me.
I take it Mr. Fremenet's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegewien?
I wanted to check up on Miss Clarande. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. Where should
Please
I begin?
enlighten us.
How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Why didn't you stop them?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Childe's disappearance. Lyney suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you!
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremenet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Lyney's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Now, why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right! Paimon down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
So the Forbidden Zone really exists? What's inside of it? I hope it's not a vat of like primordial seawater. I'm just really wondering why that's on the rise, specifically around the prison. If it doesn't seem like it's coming from Fatui, or at least it wouldn't make sense. And I would hope it's not Childe's doing, because that'd just be, I don't know, that'd be weird.
That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Childe's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yes, please.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Yes.
Follow me.
Down the stairs we go. Ooh, okay, more stairs.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
Is this an
Stand
elevator?
on the central plate.
It totally is.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Ah, elevator. Once everyone has taken their position on the circular plate, it begins to move down slowly.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
And that is...
What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Alright. Keep exploring. Yeah, there's just a room with a giant door. There's not a lot to explore.
So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa, they all just went up one by one.
What's that in the middle of the room?
Go on, have a look.
Go on, you know? Let's have a boss fight right now. The room is really empty with nothing in here, which is quite strange on its own. There's also a device smack dab in the middle of the room, which looks like some massive sul's gate. Sluice? I don't know what that word is.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
The water pressure? That would make more sense than the temperature.
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
Primordial seawater is continually leaking into the sea?
Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate.
Sluice, okay.
For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
And if the primordial sea is leaking through, if this gate falls, all of Fontaine will fall with it.
Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
That's my question.
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
Do you believe in prophecies?
To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
So, as the Duke of Meripede, just what do you plan on doing about it?
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something. This is it.
Oh, it's these two again.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
Yeah, we have.
Good. Saves me a bit of time explaining.
Yeah, we'll just pretend we did.
Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the Fortress of Meripede?
Blow up the prison!
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Oh.
Ooh, are they together?
Was that really necessary?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
I keep clicking through this, but there's rarely any dialogue stops.
Everyone really thinks everything's super cool.
Is this just a normal room?
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
Whoa. Like a giant freaking ship.
What a huge ship? This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontainian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria, and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try.
Yeah?
So the moment I began to speculate that the Primordial Sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
This is a plan for the ages. Can't you share your plan with everybody? No, he can't.
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe.
Yeah.
As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. Alright, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
Yeah, because we're not going to know the way back at all.
I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
It means that my actions will decide my next step. The next step in Lynette's group takes. In other words, if I want to tell Lyney the truth, I must make him understand that we cannot afford excessive conflict right now.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Yeah, we will.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
And I think with that, it is good to call it here. Because that was a lot of story, but I think we're almost out of the prison and doing maybe more Fatui stuff? I hope so. That would be very nice. I do thank you all for coming and hanging out with me today and having a nice day in the Haven. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. CST, I will be streaming Valorant on Twitch. I'll be playing with a bunch of, well, half of them are friends, but it's a 10-man custom. There's some people I don't know. So, hopefully it'll be fun, you know. And then I'll be back again on YouTube streaming with Genshin at around 2 p.m. CST. I may have a Twitch stream later that day, but I'm not exactly sure on that yet, so we will see. But till then, I hope you all have had a wonderful stay in the Haven, and bye-bye!